We're with Grasslot Boys Denver. We're one of the newest detail shops here in Denver, Colorado, and we got some things that make us stand apart from the competition. So today we're going to go over frequently asked questions from clients of ours about the products and services that we offer. So, number one. Oh yeah, by the way, who are you?
I'm Dominic. This is Glenn.
All right. So, what exactly makes your ceramic undercoating different from any other protective coating I might find at another shop in town?
Basically, our coating is dielectric. You can spray it on all the components under here, so it can go on the exhaust. It can hold up to 1400 degrees. Everything gets coated. I mean, you see these electrical wires are coated. Everything under here gets coated. So the reason we stand apart is the wax coatings only go on the metal components, and the wool wax is the other liquid base. They can literally only go on these suspension parts as well, because there's no other protective coating that can get sprayed on exhaust, electrical suspension components that are moving. That's where we stand apart with our industrial ceramic.
So when it comes to the ease of actually maintaining this vehicle, how does the ceramic undercoating set aside from these other wax-based?
So like the wax coatings, they're gonna actually pick up and attract dirt and grime, to whereas this ceramic coating is actually gonna almost repel it, in the sense of when you hit it with a power washer, it's gonna come off with ease. You're not gonna have any trouble washing off any of the salt, mag chloride, or grime that you pick up on a daily basis. The one thing that you do have to watch is tars. So any fresh roads that have been tarred or painted, we want to make sure that we're washing that off. So if you do happen to accidentally run over a fresh road or a fresh painted road, bring the vehicle by so we can actually spray that off and get that off right away, because it will etch into the ceramic base.
So another point I wanted to cover on this topic is, you mentioned that we spray the exhaust. What properties of the ceramic coating give us the ability to spray the mechanical components?
So it holds up to 1400 degrees, and with it being a ceramic base, it's not going to peel or crack like you would get with like a rubberized coating that can only hold up to about 200 to 300 degrees.
Wow, that really is a game changer when it comes to protecting even the heated components of the vehicle.
100%.
Awesome. All right, so let's move on to our second question. Can you explain how long the ceramic undercoating lasts, and what kind of maintenance or follow-up care that someone would need to keep it effective?
So basically, our coating comes with a factory 10-year warranty through FineLab. So and maintenance is easy for yourself to do. You're gonna basically just run it into your touchless car wash. You wanna make sure that you're getting those under sprays and really cleaning it off really good, or running it by a self-serve car wash and just spraying off the underneath of the car. But you actually bring it back to us once a year for maintenance, and we're gonna put it up here on the lift, and we're actually gonna go through and we're gonna make sure that there's no parts that have been compromised due to a rock hitting it or anything like that. And if there has been anything like that, we actually touch it up for you for free.
Awesome. That sounds pretty good. And then don't you, when we do that, isn't there a neutralization spray that we make sure that any other, I guess, abrasive, like deep-seated contaminants get on there?
So yeah, we actually come through and do a whole salt wash when you bring it for that yearly maintenance. We actually come through and we rinse it with a salt wash to make sure we get all of your components washed off and protected, because we don't want any corrosion to come back through any spots that have chipped, pit, anything like that.
Awesome. Cool. So to summarize that, it's 10 years, and we're the type of maintenance is that you come back here once a year, and we will touch everything up and neutralize anything deep clean.
And self-maintenance is easy. Like I said, you just
Self-maintenance is easy.
power wash it off really quick. $1 or $2 out the self-serve power wash would do just fine to get all the road grime off of it. It comes off really easy once the ceramic is on there.
Awesome. All right, moving on to our third question. If I'm comparing your detail shop packages to another shop, what's the biggest reason I should pick your basic or premium packages over someone else's?
So all of our packages are they're basically what we say they are. We don't do the a la carte like every other detail shop around us. Every other detail shop, they're gonna charge you to ceramic coat your wheels or something like that. When we do a package, it's 100% lined out so you know what you're getting from top to bottom. We don't throw any surprises, anything like that. We want to make sure that you know what you're getting, and that's why we have all of our packages dialed out the way that they are.
Awesome. So for number 4, we have any examples or success stories of cars that we've worked on that really shows the difference between our services. And for that one, we are actually going to edit in another video so that way we can answer that question very thoroughly.
And as well as we have this vehicle right here, we drove this out to our Illinois location, and they actually coded this with us being present, watching, learning the system. We got down to nitty gritty, and you guys can see underneath here, it still looks brand new, and I've drove it, I want to say 18,000 miles since I got it done a little over 5 months ago. I drive everywhere, I take this thing all across the country, so it has seen West Coast roads, East Coast roads, and this car looks brand new underneath here.
Awesome. All right, moving on to question number 5. If I have a real specific concern, like maybe I've got an older car with some rust, how do you approach that kind of situation with your undercoating or detailing?
Here at GLB, we're professionals in being able to determine what your vehicle is going to need. So basically, we would actually need to assess if there is rust that is too much for our ceramic-based product, but then we also offer a hard wax product and a wool wax product that's going to actually go in and enrich that frame rail and get it basically strong again so it's not flaking away.
Alrighty. So basically you're saying no matter what the condition of the vehicle, we have a product to help out the customer.
100%.
Awesome. And like he said, bring your vehicle to us, we'll give you a consultation and get you taken care of. All right, question number 6. What kind of training or expertise does your team have that ensures my car is in really good hands?
So here we're all certified by FineLab or System X. So those are our 2 products that we use, FineLab for our undercoat as well as our top paint coat, and we use a System X as well for the top coat. So we're certified by them, but also here we pride ourselves in treating your vehicle as it's our vehicle. This is my personal vehicle here, and I treat this thing like gold, and I'm going to treat your vehicle the same exact way.
Awesome. One thing I would like to touch on is all of the owners here have a decade and a half of experience in the automotive industry.
100%.
We grew up turning wrenches with our fathers, so needless to say, it's in our blood.
Yes.
All right, moving on to question 7. Are there any warranties or guarantees that come with the ceramic coating or with the detail packages so that I know I'm covered if something doesn't meet my expectations?
Yeah, so all of our packages come with a warranty minus like our interior detail, unless you add a ceramic based product to the interior, which we do interior ceramic coating. But all of our ceramic based products and all of our undercoating products come with a warranty. They start at 10 years and go all the way down to 1 year. It depends on the product that you get, and that's something we'll be able to discuss with the customer when they come in.
Awesome. That sounds awesome. All right. And question 8, how long does the whole process typically take? And do I need to leave my car with you for a full day, or how does this scheduling usually work?
Well, the scheduling, it would depend on exactly what you're looking for. So in interior detail, we can knock that out in 1 day, but in undercoating, that's a process where we actually have to have your vehicle for a few days. So it just depends on what exactly the services that we're offering to that specific customer.
All right, sounds good. All right, what would you say is the biggest long-term benefit for my vehicle if I choose your undercoating or detailing services compared to just skipping it?
The biggest long-term benefit you're going to notice for yourself is the easeability of being able to work on your own car if that's something you do, or if you're taking your car to your mechanic shop, they are going to praise you for the product we put on your car because they're going to be able to take out these nuts and bolts down here with ease, with no struggle, because they are coated and protected, and the corrosion isn't actually inside of there eating it away and making it tough to where they have to heat it up or even extract it or cut it out.
Awesome. And then as far as the longevity of against rust protection, which is the whole reason why we're getting an undercoating in the first place. And then as far as, say, the paint corrections, how would we touch on that?
The paint corrections, so our paint corrections, we
So one thing that I would like to mention about our paint correction and ceramic coating for your actual paint, you know, it protects against all kinds of road hazards. The only thing it isn't really going to protect against is rock chips. So UV protection, the sun fading, your clear coat is going to last 10 times longer than just normally washing your car and leaving it as is. This will protect against micro scratches and swirls that are used from, or produced, I should say, from your general average everyday wipe downs if you're trying to just wash your car. So one thing that it really is beneficial is, say you park underneath a tree and you get a bunch of tree sap on your car. This stuff is literally going to allow that tree sap to just wash off with ease. You know, the same with, one thing that I learned when I started learning about this is that bird droppings are actually acidic, you know, and it actually eats into your clear coat, which I didn't know. And then I get home and I look at my actual vehicle and I find evidence of these type of situations that have ate away my paint job. And now that it has been so badly corroded, I can no longer polish that out. It's not correctable at this point.
It needs to be repainted. So our product is top of the line. It's going to make sure that everything is going to basically fall right off of your car. Water is going to not sheet on the car. It's not going to leave water spots. It's going to protect the paint and the underneath of your car. Every service we do, we want to make sure that your vehicle is protected inside and out.
Awesome. You know, we're going to move on to our final question. What do your existing customers say they love most about working with you? Any feedback that you hear again and again?
We've heard from our customers time and time again that we offer a reliable service, that they feel that their vehicles are protected. They can see that their vehicles are protected, and their investments are fully protected 100% all the way through, are the biggest feedback that we get from customers. But then a lot of the other customers, they give us the feedback that they are just happy that they don't have to worry about the corrosion factor of their vehicle anymore. What would you say you've heard some of the other feedback?
So some of the big things that I always hear is people are genuinely surprised about the professionalism. This is our main go-to guy that's out there pounding pavement and talking with the clients. He's our main office guy, or manager, I should say. So if you're reaching out to us, most likely you're gonna be working with Dominic. And one thing that I've heard is that you are very informative. You do a good job about educating the customer about the product, what they need to do to maintain the product, as far as what's going to maintain that warranty to where if there is an issue, you can come back to us. You know, and one thing that people do love is the fact that this ceramic coating is put on your Carfax report, and therefore it adds and increases value to your car.
Yes.
If you get into any sort of accident or collision, the insurance company pays us to redo it so you don't have to get it done again out of your own pocket. So there are so many different benefits about coming with us and actually helping us, allowing us to help you, I should say. As far as other communication or feedback we receive from customers, you know, it's just the sense of professionalism, how we're going to be strict to the point. We will talk you out of getting our services if we really feel like it's something that might not be a right fit for your lifestyle, if we believe that it isn't going to pan out and you are not going to get the full value of what we have to offer.
Yeah. And that's the one thing is when we do these consultations, we want to make sure that the customers understand that there is a maintenance ability to both the top coat and the bottom coat. it's not very much maintenance, but there is some maintenance, and some customers don't have that ability to be able to do that as far as like car washes and things like that. So we just want to educate the customer and make sure that they're fully knowledgeable on our service, so that way they know what our service is, so they know that we're protecting them and their investment and their money as well, because we don't want to take somebody's money and their maintenance not be upheld how it was supposed to, and then them feel like their money was wasted. So we want to make sure that everybody knows how our product is actually outlaid.
All right, you hear it here. Here at GLB, we like and we honor ourselves in the ability to make your dollar go as far as it can. So with that being said, we're going to conclude today's video, and yeah.
We'll see you back on the channel.